Hey, what's happening, pimp? This your boy T.I.P, King of the South, Rubber Band Man, coming all the way live and direct from the traps of the A-Town. Now you know you checking that earhill.com, alright? So hold what you got and be easy. I'm serious. Grand hustle, pimp.
Some people might still remember you as T.I.P, and T.I.P is also mentioned at the beginning of 24s. What's the reason you changed to T.I., and how did you come up with your name?
Well, when I was, if anybody knows me from the streets, before I was rapping, you know what I'm saying, before I was getting paid to rap, rather, my family, my friends, anybody knows me personally, know me as Tip. And, you know, I guess because of my accent or whatnot, most of the time when I tell people my name is Tip, they think I'm saying Chuck. So I just kind of started spelling it out for them, you know, calling myself T.I.P. And, you know, I got signed, when I got signed to LaFace, I was signed under the name T.I.P. And when LA sold his company and merged with Arista, that put me on the same label with Q-Tip, and they didn't want to work two projects with names so similar, so they asked me to change mine. But his album never came out, so it didn't matter anyway.
Okay. Moving on. Some people might think you are a new cat, but you already released an album before, Trap Music, titled I'm Serious, and you played the independent game for a short while, and in the meanwhile made appearances on cuts from artists like Tupac and Baby.
Yeah.
What's in your opinion the most important thing you've learned from those experiences and collaborations?
Man, the main thing I learned, I guess, was that being just being an artist, you know what I'm saying? If you're just an artist signed to a label and you're like at the bottom of the food chain, you know what I'm saying? And I just had to find a way to climb up the ladder, you know what I'm saying? I had to get myself I had to get myself some leverage. I had to get right, for lack of better words, you know. So we did the independent gig, you know, promoted our own records, shot our own videos, you know what I'm saying? Bought our own vans, paid for our own hotel rooms, bought our own T-shirts, you know what I'm saying? Basically just promoted the product like as if we were receiving residuals from it, but that wasn't the case. The money was still going back to L.A., back to Arista rather, but you know what I'm saying? It was still all for a good cause. And we developed a lot of great relationships with PDs and MDs and just people in lots of markets, you know, that really supported our project, you know, and wanted to see it getting a lot more major support and a lot more major attention. So, you know, it all worked out for the best.
All right. So let me go into my next question. What and or who inspired you to start rapping?
What inspired me? Man, I started rapping when I was like 8 years old. You know, I used to hang out with my uncles. My uncles were like my age, the age I am, like 22. You know, they was in the streets. They was hustlers or whatnot. I was like their little nephew. I was their sister's son. So, you know, they used to come and pick me up and we used to kick it. And, you know, I never had nobody to play with my age. So, you know what I'm saying, I used to love to go kick it with them. And, you know, I used to rap for them. And, you know, it was real cool. You know what I'm saying? They'll call their friends and be like, hey, listen to Tip. And so, you know what I'm saying, I just kept doing that. Eventually I got better. And, you know, I was a badass, getting kicked out of school a lot, went to a lot of schools. So as the new kid in school, you know what I'm saying, being able to rap, you know, people tend to take to you a little bit, you know what I'm saying? So I just kept it up, locked the cafeteria tables down, all 3 lunches, and did my thing.
Okay. Your first single is 24s. What's your favorite car suited for 24-inch rims?
Well, right now I have a Denali XL. It's on 24s. Before I had a EXT, a Cadillac EXT on 24. I guess after I'm finished with my Denali, I'll probably get one of those ESVs, one of those new Cadillacs, the big ones. But if you're gonna put 24s on something, it's gonna have to be a truck, believe it or not. I saw a cat cut the frame of a Cutlass and put some 24s on it, but that wasn't too smart to me, so I think I'm gonna stick to my trucks with the 24. Actually, I'm gonna put some 26s on the new truck I get. You know, it's so 24s are so last year now. You know, it's time to move on. And really, I like all kinds of cars. I like old school Chevrolets. I collect those. I have a '88 SS Monte Carlo. I have a '71 Chevelle Super Sport convertible. I had a '66 Impala convertible. My partner wrecked it, but it's all good. Um, I'm into motorcycles. I got a new motorcycle, 2003 Suzuki GSXR, GXSR. Um, Let me see what else. What else I'm into? I'm into anything that's gonna move fast. Fast women, fast cars, fast money. I'm into everything.
Answer. Okay. And one of your tracks, No More Talk, you
Hmm.
encourage artists to get creative again.
Yeah,
Nowadays, a lot of rappers are quick to admit that they are only in the game for the money.
yeah,
Do you view hip hop as an art form? And what are your feelings about the current state of hip hop?
yeah, man. I really do view it as an art form. I do think that talent and art is being compromised for a quick dollar. Um, I mean, it's just my opinion, but I feel like the current state of hip hop. I mean, if money motivates you, sooner or later money comes and goes. But so if it's money that's motivating you, like you won't be motivated long. And when the money gone, what you gonna have to motivate you? That's how I feel about it.
Okay. Who are you working with for your new album?
Well, I worked with a lot. I worked with lots of people. I worked with Jazzy Faye again. It's one of my partners. We done worked together on lots of albums. Like worked together on the Bow Wow album. We worked together on the Tupac album. We worked together on my first album. And it was only right that I hollered at my folk and we put it all the way down again. DJ Toon, Grand Hustle Productions and Zone Boy Productions. Worked with him on my first album and all three of the PSC albums. Let me see, Sanchez, also Grand Hustle Production. We worked together on my album, and he's doing a lot more productions for us as far as the PSC, Big Country, Ecstasy. Um, who else? Kanye West. We did two for my record, 2 tracks for my record, and I actually did some rapping for him on Hills. Me and Big Country. Let me see. Carlos and Dada. They used to work with Dallas Austin. I don't know if you're familiar with them or not, but they used to work with Dallas. Who else? A guy named Fury from New York. We worked together. He did a track for me. It's hot, called I Still Love You. All right, Tip. Let's see here. I think that's about it. Oh, I did 2 tracks. I produced 2 tracks on the album. I think and that's about it.
Jagged Edge, too?
Well, yeah, Jagged Edge, but see, the thing about that is we recorded so many songs, all of them didn't get a chance to make it. So
Okay.
when we did those 2 Kanye West records, they kind of, what I'm saying, rearranged the sequence a little bit. But the Jagged Edge record is definitely a hot record produced by Reese from PA. It's definitely a hot. It's gonna definitely be a force to be reckoned with whenever it drop. I think the ladies will love it. You heard it?
No, they haven't.
Okay, well I think you'll love it. Who else, man? Oh, David Banner. I forgot David Banner, man. David Banner did Rubber Band Man for me, and it's popping. I think that's about it though.
Okay. So we're getting into the last question.
Okay.
I'm going to close off. Any last advice to the younger cats who look up to you and who might be hustling in the streets or hustling with the beats?
Well, if you hustling in the streets, pimp, you need to know that that's a temporary route, and if you ain't got to do it, you don't need to do it. And you know what I'm saying. If you look to my music for inspiration, just try and find just as much positive as you do negative. Don't you know what I'm saying? Don't tell people that you heard me hollering dope boys and this, that, and other, and that's why you doing it, because that ain't a good enough reason. I'm telling you about what I did. I'm not telling you what you need to do. Don't be like me. Be better than me. Don't do as I say. Don't do as I do. Do as I say. You know what I'm saying? And but if you must do it, be as careful as possible, pimp. You know what I'm saying? One more thing. If you're in the streets, the federal government is 100-to-1 ratio for crack cocaine. If you're gonna sell anything, don't sell no crack. You get caught with 1 gram of crack, it's like 100 grams of powder. So I'm telling you, when you get behind them walls, don't expect nobody to show you no love, cause ain't nothing. And you know what I'm saying, if you hustling with the beats, if you trying to rap, get on, singing, rapping, producing, whatever, you're gonna have to stay down, you know what I'm saying? It ain't gonna happen when you want it to happen, it's gonna happen when it's time. And so until then, just perfect your craft, you know? And if I can make it, anybody can make it.